Welcome back, basketball fans, to Oz Lego Sports. I'm Alex, joined as always by my co-host Jamie.
That's right, Alex. And today we're breaking down the 2025 NBA All-Star Game, one of the most talked about All-Star events in years. The game went down at the Chase Center in San Francisco, home of the Golden State Warriors, and what a show it was. The NBA introduced a brand new format this year, moving away from the traditional East versus West or the captain's draft format. Instead, we got a 4-team single-elimination tournament featuring squads led by Shaquille O'Neal, Charles Barkley, Kenny Smith and Candace Parker. Yeah, the league was looking for a way to make the game more competitive and bring some fresh energy to All-Star Weekend. And honestly, I think they nailed it. Let's start with the first semi-final matchup. Team Chuck's Global Stars versus Team Kenny's Young Stars. This game had a ton of excitement. Luka Doncic and Nikola Jokic headlined Team Chuck, representing the international stars of the league, while Team Kenny featured a roster stacked with the NBA's youngest and brightest talent, including Victor Wembanyama and Anthony Edwards. Wemby was electric in this game. The kid had 5 blocks in the first half alone and was swatting shots left and right. But Luka and Jokic's chemistry was just too much to handle. Luka finished with 12 points and 8 assists, while Jokic had a near triple-double with 10 points, 9 rebounds and 7 assists. And let's not forget Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. He was silky smooth all night, dropping 15 points and hitting some clutch buckets in the final minutes to seal the win for Team Chuck. Final score 42-37, and the Global Stars advanced to the championship game. Moving on to the second semi-final, Team Shaq's OGs versus Team Candace's Rising Stars. Now, if you were a fan of the veterans, this was the game to watch. Oh, absolutely. Team Shaq was stacked with some of the most decorated players in the league: Stephen Curry, Kevin Durant, LeBron James, and Damian Lillard. Meanwhile, Team Candace was all about the rising stars: Paolo Banchero, Therese Halliburton, and Chet Holmgren leading the charge. Early on, the young guys were running the floor and bringing the energy. Halliburton had a couple of beautiful no-look passes, and Banchero threw down a monster dunk that had the crowd on their feet. But then the OGs flipped the switch. Curry started heating up from 3, draining deep shots like it was a regular season game. He and KD combined for 22 points, and LeBron threw down a signature fast break dunk that got the crowd roaring. And man, what a game! The Global Stars gave it their all, but experience won out in the end. Curry continued his hot shooting, draining 4 3-pointers, including one from just inside half court. Jason Tatum also stepped up big time, finishing with 15 points. Team Shaq took control in the second half, pulling away for a 41-25 victory, and Curry was named the All-Star Game MVP. Fitting, considering this game was in the Bay Area. So, Jamie, what did you think about the new format? Did it live up to expectations? Honestly, I liked it. It gave us some real competition rather than just a glorified pickup game. The players took it seriously, and you could see the pride on the line. That said, some fans missed the classic All-Star Game structure. I wouldn't be surprised if the league tweaks it again next year. Yeah, I agree. It was definitely a step in the right direction, but we'll see how they refine it moving forward. Beyond the game itself, the whole All-Star Weekend was electric. The 3-point contest was insane. Devin Booker and Curry went head-to-head in the final round, with Steph barely edging him out.
And how about Mac McClung in the dunk contest? The dude is unreal. He defended his title with another insane display of creativity. The between-the-legs reverse dunk over 2 people. Insane! Absolutely legend. And the halftime show was a Bay Area celebration with E40, $2 Hort, and Saweetie all performing. But beyond just the All-Star Game, this weekend was filled with plenty of highlights. The celebrity game brought some big names too. J. Cole, DK Metcalf, and even Tom Holland laced up their sneakers and hit the court.
Oh yeah, and Metcalf had some crazy dunks. The man is built like an NBA power forward.
And no doubt, and the Rising Stars Challenge had a ton of energy. Team C, coached by Chris Mullin, ended up winning, and Scoot Henderson showed out with an electrifying 18-point performance. Definitely a weekend to remember. The NBA wanted to shake things up, and while the new format isn't perfect, it made the games more competitive, and that's a win in my book. Couldn't agree more. It's going to be interesting to see how they tweak it next year. But one thing's for sure, this year's event set a high bar for All-Star Weekend moving forward. No doubt, and that's going to wrap up our recap of the 2025 NBA All-Star Game. Let us know what you think about the new format. Hit us up on social media or drop a comment. And don't forget to subscribe to OZ Lego Sports for more hoops talk. We'll be back soon to break down the second half of the NBA season. Thanks for tuning in.